tea tonight. Just
Mm-hmm.
chill. I don't want nothing.
Yeah, that's another thing. I started attacking the gym again like a madman.
Mm, yeah. Likewise. I'm going a little later tonight. I got a lot of errands to run. My fiance's mother's coming down here next weekend
Mm-hmm.
in my absence. But that means I gotta act like I live in luxury now.
I hear you. I hear you, man.
The royal throne is ready, Your Highness. Exactly. So that means now I must keep food in the house when we normally don't.
Yeah,
We
we
have
got.
this guest bedroom, but we never like bought pillows for it or a comforter and all that stuff.
Oh, so now you
Um,
gotta furnish it.
yeah, I mean, some light, quick
Mm.
$200 to $300.
Oh, okay.
Nothing I need. Nothing I need.
Okay.
You know. It's cool. I'll just drink my pain away this weekend.
Adulthood. I know.
I can't wait for next weekend. But we'll deal with it when we get there.
Yeah, man.
Let's see. We got a lot of things on the. Woo, 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 got some things on the lineup today. Where shall we start? I guess let's talk. You want to start? Let's start with Pop Smoke. I guess just because like that.
Yeah.
Or do you want to end on it? But I
No,
think
we
it's
should
just because like
start. We should start. We should start, and then
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
then lighten up.
So
As
yeah. It's so for everyone who hasn't heard yet, Brooklyn rapper by the name of Pop Smoke was killed in a not well. They initially said it was a home invasion slash burglary, and now they're saying that it might have been a setup.
yeah,
And this
a
was
hit.
Wednesday morning.
Yeah, early Wednesday
This
morning,
previous early Wednesday morning around 4 a.m.
4:30.
LA
Yeah.
time,
Hmm.
so 7 a.m. East Coast time. Yeah. So we recorded the last episode Tuesday night. So it was like literally right at our cutoff time, and then wake up the next day, and this boom, this bombshell drops. Um, yeah, I mean, just if you have any thoughts on your
Uh,
feelings or anything.
I was at work and I was filtering my email looking for something, but whatever I searched for correlated with some coworkers that had just emailed me. So I see
Hmm.
Pop Smoke when I'm searching for some work stuff. I'm like, what? So I go to the email and that's when I find out that Pop Smoke killed. I'm like, what? So naturally I go to Twitter.
Yeah,
And then
natural news source.
yeah, and then from there it's just I'm just like again, I mean, you hate to just people of prominence and because obviously people die every day, but it's just prominent people and the immediate details about the way it happened, and then my mind
Hmm.
starts racing, and then my heart sank because it's just unfortunate, and it's just like
Hmm.
this entire year has just been, and then dating back to Nipsey, and then of course you think Kobe, and then it's sad.
Yeah.
Like I don't even listen to Pop Smoke's music, but my heart it's just sad, like the way it happened, and that these stuff keep happening.
Hmm.
But that was my
Yeah.
initial.
Likewise, like mom was like, damn, like my mom first went to because they kept saying like how he was only 20, and I was like, damn,
Yeah.
and like for one, it made me think like, damn, like how we're getting older because I was like 20 really sounded young to me. I was like, wow, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and I was like, damn, that's sad. Like he really didn't even get to like legally be able to drink, live his life and like mature because your 20s are like really when you like mature and you go through like your you know
Ups and
most
downs.
viable
Yeah.
life experiences.
Yep.
Um, So that's sad. And then like the details about it came out because at first I was like, oh, it's a home invasion, and then they were like, well, he posted his address online accidentally, and I was like, all right, well, damn, that's kind of crazy. And I was like, damn, like 'cause me and you were texting at the time. I was like, damn, these savages move quickly
Yeah.
because like my understanding was he posted his address up on Instagram
Mm-hmm.
and then like took it down shortly thereafter.
Because you had a party, I think, the night before. I was reading.
Yeah, exactly. So like, and then like I saw the address and I looked it up on like Zillow, and you can just literally see all the views and like
Mm-hmm.
where he's posing from. So I'm like, oh, so it's easy for like a savage to like piece that together, that quickly. Um, but I was like, damn, that's really unfortunate. Like these savages really be moving like this. Like you just gotta be careful what you post on IG.
Mm-hmm.
And then like as further details came out about him having the party, and then four masked people coming back, and surveillance videos show one person going around the back,
Mm-hmm.
and how there were other people inside the house, but they only shot him.
Yeah, nothing was stolen. So
Nothing.
then
Yeah,
my mind started racing again,
yeah, and
as
like some
naturally.
of these the conspiracy theorists, I'm like, all right, well, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just weird. It's weird. It's weird.
yeah,
I'll wait for more details, but I know where my mind's going. I mean, it's I think it's natural
yeah,
for your mind to go there, but
hmm
it's just
it's
unfortunate.
definitely
It's like, and it just feels this day and age like, what else am I gonna wake up to? Like it's just the totality of everything going on, the way the world is, and just every day another prominent young and these aren't people just going at of old age or natural. Like
hmm
for better or for worse, like we're 29. I'm used to such and such has passed away at the age of 70, whatever, 80, whatever. And then,
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
celebrate their life of, people of prominence. And but now we got Nipsey in the 30s, Kobe just over, what, 41, Pop Smoke
hmm
20. And it's just, you just really never know. It's like more than ever, I'm reminded of just mortality. Just anytime anything can happen.
Yes. Yeah, and that's true because like most of the time, like you see, like even like a celeb or just a regular person, they die in their like late 70s, 80s. You're like, oh, it's sad, but it's like, all right, it's the passing of time. Like they lived the life.
Yeah, it's the order
But
of
at
things.
20, it's like, damn, like
Of
I'm thinking
course.
back to when we were 20. It's
I
like,
just about to
sheesh,
say,
like,
yeah, yeah,
and it's like, yeah, like
yeah.
none of this none of this looked like it
Look,
was coming to fruition at the
no,
time. We'll
no,
leave it at that. Like just
I'm with no cares. That's
based
all
on
I'll say. No cares.
based
Yeah,
on past transgressions.
it's like no
This
cares.
yeah, no. So like for him, like, and also for him to like, it's sad, like because his like I didn't really listen to his music, but like his music career just started blossoming really,
Hmm.
and like I know people, especially people from Brooklyn, like they vouch for him heavy,
Yeah.
like heavy. I'm not even gonna lie. So like I started listening to his music now, like just to like get a feel for it because I did listen to one of his songs. Was it my birthday? His project came on my birthday, and it was the day after my birthday because Carl posted on his IG that one of Carl's producers, his artist, that when his clients started
Yeah.
correction, um, when his beats got placed on Pop Smoke's album, Beat the
Hmm.
Woo 2, his mixtape, whatever. So I listened to that song. I was like, oh, this is cool, but then I never like actually listened to the rest of the album. And then I started listening to it after sometime this week, like Thursday and yesterday a little bit. He got some tracks. It's like
Hmm.
it's cool. I can see why people like really rock with it. It's like I see potential in it. I wouldn't listen to it all the time, but it's good music. He's a good artist, and also like he was bringing up that that New York what's that word, like that grime, that UK grime slash like
Yeah.
New York like mix. He was like about to be the forefront of that. So it was cool to have someone from New York really be popping again in this like kind of southern dominated rap music scene.
Yeah. I was just looking at well, 50 Cent was on, I think, Angie Martinez, and he was talking about I, yeah, the interview was recorded prior to his death.
Hmm
And he was just saying how much he reminded 50 of himself, and he was 50 was vouching for him and praising him, and that's to your point. I haven't listened to a lot of his music, but I follow conversation closely of things I care
hmm
about. So like hip hop's one, and the way he was talked about and his presence in the city, like to your point, like he had a very promising career. That's just for whatever reason, it's just cut short.
Cut short. Yeah, it's really sad. It's it's really sad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really have anything much to add. I mean, like thoughts and prayers to his
Thoughts and
family,
yeah,
friends, and everyone affected by it. It's
yep,
just sad, like, honestly.
yeah, no, without question.
Oof.
Mm.
Alrighty,
Mm.
let's move on to your boy though.
Yeah, yeah, we
I'm
just
giving you grief for this.
let's lighten it all up.
Your boy, Mr. Irvin. You was like, oh, we need to have him on the Knicks, and
Nah,
I
I ain't gonna.
told you.
Yeah.
Nah, let's rewind the tape. I'm gonna find the lost files. You, Mr. Hilton, said, "Oh, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if Kyrie came by himself." And this, and I was arguing with you And Austin, we're gonna get him back on the pod.
Mm-hmm.
He tried to run from me on Tuesday. I got you, brother. I got you. And Austin. Oh well, Kyrie come to the Knicks. Just let him come. He's still a superstar. He's still a name. And I said he ain't gonna change nothing for us. And look at him now in Brooklyn. They better without him.
Nah, uh, you're absolutely right. Your take is aging like fine wine. Mine like mine is like milk. Mine is aging like milk. I was dead wrong. I was dead wrong. Only
Oh man.
only he knows the extent to this injury. I'm a little dubious. It's
Look,
but I- if his injury is as it says, his durability is even further in question than it was last year. Again, you were absolutely right. It's absolutely wrong. Durability, his locker room presence. I'm conflicted. To the public, he's awful, but his teammates never come out and I wouldn't, from the outside looking in, I don't, he doesn't look. It feels like it's somebody people respect, but I don't know if they absolutely like. But I don't know if I could say that. No teammate has ever bashed him. He's on the players union, whatever.
you mean the no teammate from the Nets has bashed him?
Well, who has come out and bashed him?
Boston Celtics. Jalen Brown has made like some smart side
Oh, he
comments.
sent subs. He did
Uh,
send some subs.
yeah, he did some subs.
Okay.
Who else did some subs? Terry Rozier did some subs before he left
Mm-hmm.
Boston. I think Marcus Smart made a little sub, but I'm not. I don't want to. I don't want to like. I can't confirm that. She's talking about, but I know for a fact Jalen Brown made some subs.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I just wouldn't.
Yeah.
You were right. I wouldn't. His talent is there, and Katie buys in. So if the best player buys into you, everybody's gonna go before those two, but
Mm-hmm.
including the coach potentially. But
Oh, easy.
I just don't. I want to see how it looks in a winning situation, because when Kevin Durant comes back, it will be his best situation since GOAT. So and probably the
He ain't
best.
been the same since he left him.
Mm-mm. And probably the best situation he's in the rest of his career. So,
Hands down.
but yeah, take it away.
Yeah.
His durability is an
No.
issue. His leadership, and yeah, sorry,
And
go ahead.
so his durability really wouldn't be an issue if it wasn't for. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. Like if Kyrie is milking this injury, fine. Actually, you know what? Nah, let me take that back. That's not
Nah, I
fine
don't know.
because I
It's
want
a
to.
lot now.
I'm taking it back.
It's a lot now.
I was trying to be. I'm in a good mood. I was trying to be good mood Rel, but
Nah,
now I got to be real.
bury him.
So, yeah. Him milking this injury is trash because it's like one, you guys are in playoff contention right now. You're in the playoff picture. You should want to prove what you can do before KD gets there, because you were the main one that was fighting to have your own team essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Get away from
That's a
Braun
good
to
point.
show how much you've grown. Then you go to Boston, that doesn't work out mostly because of you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to Brooklyn. Now you're in Brooklyn and you're exhibiting the same behavior that you were exhibiting in Boston, like coming out with these outlandish comments. He just got back from injury and he's talking about how the team needs more. And he like specifically said him, KD, and name like 7 players, and outside of that, essentially everyone could go.
Yeah, tough
Like
luck.
that's nonsense.
That's
You've been
tough.
gone. The team has a better record without you.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like
Dimwitty looks like he hates playing with you.
no. I mean, Dinwiddie's like two different versions of himself when
That's
Kyrie's
a
on and off
fact.
the court.
That's a fact.
Dinwiddie's like literally a fringe all star when Kyrie's not on the court.
Mm-hmm.
When Kyrie's on the court, he has to just defer to him all the time. And then like Kyrie's game, and I hate to say this, like just watching in his limited time in Brooklyn and the games that he's played, his game, he has about the same amount of effect on the game as like a
Trey Young.
as he did. Yeah, exactly. The current Trey Young, but as he did in Cleveland before Braun got there,
Mm-hmm.
when he was putting up all his numbers, but they still were winning 20 games, and I feel like that's exactly like what he was like bound for.
Yeah,
And
that's a great. Sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead. That's it. Yeah.
No, that's a great point because I think like a couple point guards are better than him. Um, like Dame. in particular, I would think about, Dame's better than him, but I'm not just also gonna just automatically say Dame could have did what he did in the finals. I think he can, but I just saw Dame look
Yeah,
kind of suspect in the game seven against the Nuggets, especially that final game. So I'm not just gonna put
and let's suspect the whole Western Conference Finals
there,
against the Warriors.
yeah. So I'm not just gonna put you in the highest stakes and say you could have did what another player did. And my
Mm-hmm.
point is that Kyrie did that. Could he have got there by himself? No, he never would have. But when he was there, he showed
Mm-hmm.
out and he was there. And that goes to our point. His talent is there. He's fearless. But by himself, he's just not a moving factor like that. Like I don't.
Mm-mm.
I would love to prorate their schedule when he did play versus a 82 game. They probably would have made the playoffs, but like a 7 or 8 seed.
They wouldn't be in no different position than where they already are,
Yeah. So I.
and that's sad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because he's having his best statistical season
Mm-hmm.
originally before he got hurt. We've been that's been in air quotes for us since the beginning, but I'm no doctor. I'm not in that organization.
He's man, that like, and I don't know if he thinks like all these injuries make him look better. Like they don't make him look like a hotter commodity. Like
Mm-mm.
he looks worse. Like because first of all, he actually is injury prone to begin with. He's been injured his
Yes.
whole career,
Yes.
and it's like it seems like every single like different part of his body just breaks down.
What was his knee in the finals? What was it in Boston? Remember first season Boston, he couldn't play in the playoffs. That's Braun's
Oh yeah,
last reign in the East. He couldn't play. The shoulder now. Uh
yeah. I don't know. It's just always been something.
yeah, I gotta look up. So it's next season is gonna be just very interesting. I wanna see first of all how they mesh both of their
Mm-hmm.
durabilities, as in he and Durant, and because right now it's like his last pass. Because KD's not there, your expectations weren't that high, and you're injured.
Yeah,
So next
and
year
also
though, hmm
how great is KD gonna be? Like the first year after an Achilles.
hmm
Like I'm not saying he can't be great. I'm just saying I don't have high expectations for him. Nor would I be bashing him if he's not out there, looking like himself.
yeah,
Cause look at
by
look
the
at Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward broke his foot, granted, but like he still ain't is like nowhere near what he once was.
I mean
And even
now, I think now you're seeing more of it. But to your
yeah, no, but
point,
that was
that
years
ha-
ago.
when was that?
That was the beginning of
August. I mean October 2018.
yes. That was the first game of 2 seasons ago.
Oh no, it's oh yes, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Cause
the first game of 2 seasons ago.
no, didn't
First
Bronson?
game of last season.
No, wasn't it 2017? Because he did
Nah,
it.
hell no.
He did it against the Cavs.
Yes, and Braun was playing.
Yeah, and Bron joined in 2018 summer.
Oh yeah, and D Wade was yes because D Wade was on that team too.
Wow. Yeah, and he's just now looking like he's. It was the same thing like the Paul George. It's different injuries, but they didn't get. He didn't get back to the level he was until probably like
It
that
took him a
first
while.
OKC season, maybe the second one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Hmm.
it's gonna
Because
have been.
it's not even just you playing, but also you have to get right mentally now. Because now you
Hmm
have to trust that leg again. You have to trust, especially like somebody like Paul George, where you have to trust that when you're going up and doing these dunks, that when you land, your leg isn't gonna snap. Essentially,
hmm
I'm sure Gordon Hayward feels the same exact way.
Yeah, that's traumatic. Yeah, of course, he has to.
Yeah.
Oof.
Every time you jump, you
Oh,
scared to fall.
so KD would have been out with 16 months by
Yeah.
this start of this next season. We'll see.
You have to get back into basketball shape, get
Hmm
used to that, that natural wear and tear. And then you still got to deal with Kyrie, and your third best player is supposed to be DeAndre Jordan, but
That's no way that's
it's really
correct.
it's really Spencer
Yeah,
Dinwiddie,
Dan Levert, uh,
then Levert. Yeah,
Allen's
he
better
down there.
than him.
I take Jared Allen. I was about to say that. I take Allen before
Yeah,
him.
him and Joe Harris is a combo. He might be slightly
Yeah,
better by not by much. That's what's because they got pieces. They got all the pieces.
yeah.
So.
But okay, so even when KD comes back, right?
Hmm
You see, where do you see them like seeding? Say KD is KD.
They
You see,
should
where do you see
be.
them like?
They should be battling for the number one. It depends
So
on
you got them at
the
you
KD
got
we
them
get, but
like one or two.
they should be battling. He automatically, if he comes back like 90%, he's the second best player. If he comes back higher than that, closer to himself, then it's him and Giannis.
Yeah,
I mean, the best version of him is slightly better than was.
slightly better than Giannis because he can shoot.
Because, I mean, right now it's Giannis and Embiid and like Pascal are like the three best players in the East. Am I forgetting somebody? Like off the top of my head? The first two are,
He had Pascal Siakam.
like, I'm going through the Eastern also,
Yeah.
right?
Wow.
So he
Wow.
automatically,
Bleak out there.
yeah. Embiid's inconsistent.
Yeah, because then you get to like the Ben Simmons and the Jimmy Butlers of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. Ooh.
So he ought,
Giannis is feasting on the East right now. He's doing his LeBron tour.
yeah. So no, if
Wow.
we named all those pieces, they have. There's a perfect team on paper that just needs a star. So you put two of them. You put a superstar and then a star with those pieces. They should be
I still
vying
don't
for
have faith.
in a weak East.
I see them. I see them in third.
Bucks and who?
Boston being better because like they play
Oh.
better as a team.
Mm-hmm.
I can see like I because like the way Kyrie plays, he like needs the ball like
Yeah.
and
Yeah, and he ain't Braun. He ain't the facilitator.
no,
Durant.
so I'm saying, but even when him and Braun were playing together, right, in those finals with Durant, they were beasting.
No, I
It
meant.
literally was like, you take your turn, you take your turn, you take your turn, you take your turn. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Durant's not a facilitator like that. So it'll just be interesting, like how that plays out, and them playing off each other, and then
Mm-hmm.
trying to force DeAndre Jordan to get some minutes up in there. That was the best contract he could ever got. That's friends right there.
Yeah, the buddy hookup. Damn.
Yeah, but just all of that, I just like, and then also, excuse me, where do Dinwiddie and Karis LeVert fit into that? Like, who starts?
Yeah.
Like all that stuff, all those lineups. It's just a lot of good pieces, but I just don't see how they all fit together.
Yeah, around those two main pieces. I'm
Yeah,
with you. I'm with you.
because Kevin Durant's a big piece, and
The
if Kyrie
biggest.
Irving's having a hard time, yeah. So if Kyrie Irving's having like a hard time like assimilating, well, I don't think he's really trying, but then when KD comes in, then Kyrie definitely has to take another back seat, and hopefully he can adjust to that because, I mean, KD and Kyrie say they have a good relationship, but
Best
I feel
friends.
like Kyrie type person that like, don't have a good relationship with nobody.
It
Like,
feels that
or
way.
he does, but then like he'll still like sub and say dumb shit
Yeah.
to the media. You'll be like, yo, what?
Yeah, they gotta be getting frustrated, but we'll see. He has a pass for the rest of the season.
Trash,
Kudos to him. Collect what, your 30 plus million?
trash.
Chill out. Plant.
Wait, this wasn't on our lineup, but what's going on with Steph? I ain't heard nothing about him. Media just stopped reporting under the radar now. He coming back this season still? Broke his hand. Man acting like he got shot.
It was supposed to be
You
March.
see?
I haven't seen the latest from Kerr. Has Kerr said
You
anything?
see? I don't know. I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard anything about it.
I know they ruled out Clay. They haven't ruled out Steph for the season. I haven't heard from Kerr.
All he did was break his hand.
Look, man, I'm with you. I'm with you.
It was about to be a 6-month recovery for him. 5 months.
That happened in November.
Come on, beloved. It don't take that long. My man Gordon Hayward broke his hand. Was back 4 to 6 weeks.
He said, "Oh God." Kerr said,
Go ahead.
"No." Kerr said on the idea of holding out a healthy Steph Curry. No, he's perfectly healthy. If the point is he might get hurt, what's the point of ever playing anybody? I guess the argument is we're not making the playoffs, so we're not trying to entertain our fans. Head
All
coach.
right, cool.
Yeah, he told reporters it's never been a question that Curry will return this season after. All right, Kerr, you say that now.
He lying
I
though,
don't
but there
trust
was.
him.
There was a question. He lying.
They the mob
He
over
probably got
there.
too much. Probably got too much backlash.
Mm-hmm.
Trash ass. Trying to hide it.
Yeah.
Trash. We see Curry was looking like that too. He ain't a game changer either. He was looking like that in the beginning of the season too, when they was getting smoked, and he was out there.
They all lost their superpowers. Draymond,
Superstar,
just another dude.
superstar, out here getting smoked. That would never happen to Braun. Never.
Yeah, I was watching them briefly because the what was it? The Nets Sixers game had just ended, so I saw like a couple minutes of the Rockets, and they just look normal. They were destroying them, and I was just like, why isn't Steph out here?
Yeah.
Like Lakers are playing them,
OG.
I think next weekend, and it's just like, nah, you need some of
He
this.
don't want to get his head. I wish you guys. I wish you would have had a whole season of getting his head beat in. I really wish he would have. Trash.
They said March, so we'll see. We'll see.
Braun make everyone around him better. Lift niggas up. You know how like in like 2K when you play like my career mode or like Madden and everyone's confidence is up, so that makes their overall rating go up. That's Braun. Morale booster.
Yeah, sprinkle some Braun dust on them. That's it.
Now you went from a 75 to an 85 overall.
Look what
that was J.R. Smith with Braun.
Yeah, let's never see him again though.
Nah, keep him away, far away.
Agreed.
Let's get this off. The Cleveland Cavaliers coach is out.
All right, good. Next.
What's his name? Elon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They hated him before the season.
Young Thugger. My bad, Young Slugger. That's what he said.
They hated him pre-Thug.
Yeah, that was bound to fail from the jump. These relationships, though.
But as you enlightened me to, he got reassigned.
Yeah, he didn't even get fired. He lost his job as head coach, but he's still within the organization. Cleveland's in his heart. He don't want to leave.
Yeah, right.
Must be nice.
Drummond want to leave. Love want to leave.
Bruh, I feel so bad for Drummond because
he going through it.
Let him go.
He going through
it. He was that picture you sent me where he took a picture with his kid.
Yeah, somebody said he was acting like he in the drug game.
He just traded his $27 million contract, and he acted.
It's like, wow, you be on vacation in what, 2 months? Like, chill out.
Don't trust nobody, son.
Like, how many home games you even got left? You be traveling most of the time. You be good.
And Detroit loses too. I don't understand it.
I don't get it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He must have really loved Detroit.
I think he's just comfortable. You got a house, his house and shit's out there, I guess. You have to move your family. But
tough for these millionaires.
Just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
And then he gets to Cleveland, and then if Cleveland resigns, and that's a L on both fronts. I just don't see it. I don't understand why Cleveland made that trade to begin with.
I don't either.
They don't need him.
I know Love wants to leave, but nobody's taking him. So if you re-up on Drummond and you can't get rid of Love, you're locked up. But Love is making almost 30, and then he's depending on the contract he gets. You're talking about 50 to 60 million for 2 players in today's NBA that don't make sense.
That won't even get you to the playoffs.
Yes, most importantly, yeah. But hey, that's Dan Gilbert's money.
That's a damn shame.
Should have never gave him Braun. I agree. Should have never gave him Braun.
Yeah, now you think it's just easy. He got blessed.
Yeah, then he acted like he owned Braun, but hey, that's the past.
Braun taught him a lesson. Came back, did it for Cleveland, and kindly exited stage left.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's get through all the bullshit. Cat, Carl Anthony Towns.
I'm just dubious with all these so-called injuries for playoff team when you're not in the playoffs and post All-Star game. It feels.
I'm not as dubious about that one, and only just because they just traded for D'Angelo Russell,
his best friend.
You think he would want to be out there playing with him?
That's a good point.
Trying to get some kind of chemistry going with him, even though this season's clearly going nowhere.
No, for next season. Yeah.
I mean, the season after.
Yeah.
But we gotta have. I mean, I'm sure they got high hopes.
Someone has
They
to.
were picking him up from private planes and shit like he was the second coming of Kobe
All
or some
right, keep
shit. Like,
going.
like
Keep
they
going.
they,
Come
they
on.
picked him like they picked him like they literally met him with the cameras like they were picking up Braun.
You know what? It is funny that you. A separate point than that is he, Cat, Russell, and Devin Booker have talked about playing with each other. And it
Mm-hmm.
has Cat been an All Star yet? No, right? Let me quickly.
I don't think so,
I think it's
which is
funny
surprising.
that he's the best of them, but he hasn't made an All Star team yet. Out of that, I'm doing
Oh
a.
yeah, he has.
Oh, okay. I take it back.
He's made it twice.
Damn, where was he? I take it back. I
I
take it
couldn't even.
back.
I missed it too.
I take it back.
But he is the best out of all of them. And Devin Booker just barely skated in by the skin of his teeth this
Mm-hmm.
season.
True.
D'Lo made it once last year because he was in a weak ass East, and that might be his only appearance ever. Especially if he stays in the West,
Yeah.
meaning D'Lo.
Yeah. No. No. He's not. He's not making it back.
Yeah,
Not making it back. Devin might not.
it's gonna be rough out there, fam.
Steph godfathered in for like the next two
Oh
or the three
my God,
seasons.
yeah, Steph gone, Steph coming back.
Mm-hmm. Dame still Dame.
Yeah, but yeah, he ain't gonna make it.
Unless some.
I guess no, maybe Chris
Yeah.
Paul retired.
Nah. You heard him already. He ain't giving up that money as he
Nah,
should.
he ain't.
Good,
But
smart
yo,
man.
I ain't gonna lie, Chris Paul looked like he in shape again.
Nah, he vegan
Well,
now. I remember
for the first time in his life. Yeah, there we go.
when he came out before the season. I was listening to some interview and he's talking about he vegan now. Raise my antennas. All right, let me see.
You believed him?
Huh?
I believe him. Once I saw him dunk at the All Star game, I said, "Oh,
Nah, I
that's
believed him.
what them plans do to you."
Nah, I believed him because he
Okay,
like I felt like he's ultra competitive and I felt that whatever diet he was on wasn't really working.
he wasn't on one.
Yeah.
Just showing up, licking his fingers before the game.
Nah, he well rested. He just lit up the Nuggets yesterday, but yeah,
I saw.
yeah.
Now he's been playing really well this season, but I mean, also, it's easy to be vegan and be on a diet when you're in OKC.
That's another thing, and you're motivated to get out of OKC. So that's
Yeah,
another thing.
you have no distractions, and it's also like kind of like a lack of a better word, like a revenge season because like Houston essentially just gave up on him.
Yeah, and you know people won't trade for you because they think your contracts, but that just speaks to your talent versus your perceived talent versus your contract. They're really saying we don't think you're worth your contract. So
Well,
then
I don't. I mean,
I know,
even
but I'm
now you're
saying
balling.
somebody as competitive as him, that's all
Yeah.
fueling
Would
him.
you take that contract on, even with the way he's playing now?
No, no.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. See, good luck
But I think it's only 2 years, so I think this off season they'll have a better
after this season. Yeah.
they'll have a better chance this off season. I would think.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know he's from North Carolina. I'm sure he'll.
Oh my God.
You know Jordan's stupid. Jordan do shit like that.
He about to get 85 million into.
God bless him.
God bless
Two
him.
years.
God bless him.
That's why he went to OKC with a smile. He said, I could live here.
Now I get why people wasn't.
He went out there. He saw the tumbleweed. He was like, it ain't that bad.
That's 125 million versus it's a difference. It's a difference. That's a little easier to stomach. 125 mil versus 85.
A little.
It's not the
I'll be
easiest.
out. I'll be out in Boise, Idaho, just chilling.
No, I mean for another team to sign them. It might take another all season.
Yeah. Nah, I see someone taking on 2 years. 2 years isn't that bad.
2 years, 85.
It depends. It depends on what you like. What your plans are. Like if
Yeah, where your team's at.
let me see. Yeah, like if you just like if you're not trying to win like a championship, but you just want to be like in playoff contention and you want to like sell some tickets, shit
Hmm.
like that. Like then I wouldn't mind trading for him then just for 2 years.
Yeah.
And
He's
then I'm sure in the
good,
second
but
season, somebody probably buy his ass out after the second season.
I, how much are you leaving on the table from a $44 million
He ain't leaving
contract?
nothing on the table. He ain't leaving nothing on the table. He gonna just be sitting there in the suit.
Yeah, and a buyout. I
God
mean,
bless him. God bless him.
I know at 36, he put up decent stats though. He's pretty good.
He balling. He's still balling. That big and shit must be working.
Are they in playoff contention?
They are in the playoffs right now.
Oh, we're gonna be seeing him in the in the postseason. Huh.
I think they're 7. Let me see.
Oh, they sixth.
My bad.
Oh yeah, they pretty
I knew they
much.
were like 6.
Oh yeah, they pretty much locked in for the playoffs.
Yeah, they going.
Huh. Good for him.
Playing the Clippers first round though. I don't like that.
Yeah, I need the Clippers to fall to that. I need them in Houston in the first round.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I need like a tough matchup for
Yeah,
them.
I don't care about people's
I need them.
entertainment.
Yeah, no, I need them to feel that.
We doing this for
Yeah.
Braun.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Slow
Polo.
beating.
They beat the Nuggets yesterday,
Who?
so they dropped.
Oh, Chris Paul?
Yeah,
I
so
saw that.
we up
Bron came out here like a man possessed.
5 games now. So,
Bron might need to get fucking randomly drug tested.
bruh.
This he caught that alley yesterday, and his head was up near the rim again.
Yeah.
I said, I saw you dancing with them. They did the side by side tomahawks.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get it.
There was a difference of at least 7 to 8 inches in birth there.
That's our Lakers. Speaking of, they
It was
picked
good.
they picked up the other Morris brother,
Huh?
the other one.
Getting the Clippers scraps. It's funny because as soon as that shit broke, I was like, yo, watch the Lakers sign him.
Yeah.
Watch the
Yeah.
Lakers.
You were dead right.
Immediately, I was like, yo, watch the Lakers sign. He was like, what makes you say that? I was like, I don't know. It'd be funny to watch the Lakers get the other twin, the Clippers did
And
what?
sure
And
enough.
then like an hour later, breaking news, Lakers are front runners.
Sure enough.
And then another hour later, Lakers are like guaranteed signing him, Wave and Boogie, which sucks.
That Boogie one, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say before we get to Boogie side of it, Markieff Morris, the other twin, as we were gonna call him, his stats aren't that bad. We did comb through his stats. He's putting up some decent numbers in 23 minutes, and he was in Detroit anyway.
And he shoots.
And shooting like damn it, 40% from 3, which is useful for Braun. So,
and
he can play some defense though. It's not too bad of a pickup. It's just funny that the one twin that the Lakers really want, and we stuck with the other one now. But the Lakers having to cut or waive DeMarcus Cousins, aka Boogie, for it really sucks because like 3 seasons ago, he was like the second best center in the league.
No, without question.
And now huh?
Yeah, without question. Yeah.
Oh, you're
arguably the best.
But now he can barely find his way on a team.
Cause I was listening to him on All the Smoke. It's Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson's podcast. It's pretty good. They've gotten a lot of. They had Durant. Rest in peace. They had Kobe. They've had like a lot of good people. So I would recommend that. But he was talking about just how much he loved the team, how much he loved like 1 through 15, how much they all hang out. He loves the organization on a personal level, and then he was talking about imagining him playing with Braun and Davis, talking about it's scary. What would another team do? He was making it seem like he was going to come back this season. It's like what are teams going to do? They asked if they thought he was going to rebound to his former self, and he was like, of course, no question, because this game is ground bound or whatnot. And he was talking about he was like at least a top 3 center, if not the best, a couple seasons ago. At some point in the conversation, they were talking about what's your best game against AD. And he was like, yeah, probably the one where I think I had 40 and 15. I was just like, I was just reminded because it's been a little while, just how good he is. How good he is.
And we've seen him since then with the Warriors, and he had like 1 or 2 decent games during that finals, but then Other games, he just looked horrendous out there,
Mm-hmm.
even like an NBA player. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting, but like you
I.
see now,
Mm-hmm.
when stuff like that happens, this is when small market teams need to like just take a chance. Because like, what the hell else you gotta lose?
Mm-hmm.
Because like you have like potentially someone who could at least get back to a star level, potentially, hopefully, Lord willing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's your time to catch him. Buy while the stock is low.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Because, but hopefully this isn't the last time we see him in the league. Because that would really suck. But also would suck if the Lakers won a championship this year and then he don't get a ring.
That's another thing, and I was reminded about this watching last night's game against the Grizz. He don't get a ring because he got cut, and Jared Dudley. I just always think that was Melo's spot. I don't know why that wasn't Melo. And like AD got injured early in last night's game, and this
Mm-hmm.
is why I'm thankful that they picked up Morris because he's like an actual regular game in and game out rotation player versus because somebody
Yes.
banged in the AD shin or something, so he was out, so that messed up the
Yeah.
rotation. We saw Jared Dudley minutes. I'm like, you have been. You're not that far off from DeMarcus, who hasn't played all season. So that's why I'm.
No.
That's why I am glad they got Markeith because
Yeah. We might never see Jared again on the
we
court.
shouldn't. That should have been Melo, but yeah, we shouldn't. But yeah, he's a good 3-point shooter. So
Yeah.
hopefully, they play a couple times this week. So he probably not gonna be back against the Celtics, but they got the Pelicans on Tuesday, the Lakers. So we'll
Oh, that should be
see.
good.
Yeah,
I'm not staying up for it though. So,
yeah.
has there been any reports about where DeMarcus Cousins might go?
Nothing on him. I haven't heard anything. So if somebody doesn't pick him up, that might an admission that he pretty much isn't gonna come back. Maybe he's not as close as they said. I would think that's what that means. Because you can still pick up people if you're a playoff team. I think before March
Yeah.
1st for them to be playoff eligible.
Well, hopefully he
So
gets picked up by somebody.
yeah, because Vogel came out after the what was it, the Reggie Jackson or the yeah, Reggie Jackson and Marcus Morris signings talking about. Oh, it was after the Reggie Jackson we joked about this, talking about Boogie's
Mm-hmm.
might return in the playoffs. We're like a fourth big.
I just don't. Yeah.
That
What?
wasn't in.
That's probably. And that's probably why they were like, "Yo, we're like a little too big." Pause. Like
Mhm.
it's too. Like they just got too many centers.
Yeah, I read Markieff was still in a backup forward position, power forward position, and Kuz is going to be playing primary three now. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
We got to get into
Just hope
shape.
it actually.
We're on a stretch
Yeah.
run.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. But yeah, hopefully someone picks up Boogie.
Yeah, most importantly, he should get another contract.
Yeah, another vet minimum for sure.
Yeah, and
Just try him
hopefully
out.
he can
Yeah,
get
and
back
the
to
thing is,
some.
even if he gets out there, people are gonna watch him play. So
Yeah, to see. Yeah, without question. How old is
still,
he?
he was
Yes.
29.
Oh, okay. All right, not as young as I thought, but he's right about his
Yeah, but
game. His game is pretty much
yeah.
grounded, so see.
But that's the interesting part. That's what I'm talking about because he tore his Achilles as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now look at that. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, KD did it." I'm telling you, it's not guaranteed.
I
And KD's way more athletic than Boogie.
look, I gotta see it. I'm
That's why I was like, "Yo, look, I'm not too opposed to not signing KD either."
mm,
But that's just me. We'll
I
see. I said it.
that one's pending.
That could that,
You won the
that could last
Kyrie.
like fine wine, or
You won the
look,
Kyrie. You won the
we'll
Kyrie.
see. But I said I wasn't that opposed to it either. I said the man's coming off injury.
Nah, I'm
Why are we
taking
gonna
him.
be tied up in
I'm
money?
taking him. I'm taking him. We need that.
We'll see.
We'll
We'll know
see.
until next year.
Yeah.
Well, I won't really be pressed about next year. We won't know until
Nah, next year.
uh
No, immediately. Nah.
nah. If he comes back, you can't expect him to be great as soon as he gets back.
You have a 4-year contract, I think, with no outs. Year one's a
Yeah.
wash. I gotta wait till more than halfway through the contract to get the value.
Hey, all right, that's whatever. You may just making me look right. That's cool.
Nah, next year at least 25.
That's what.
20.
You want me to come back and average 25?
He averaging 25. 25, 7 and 4. 25, 7 and 4. You got him messed up.
Wow. Egg leg Kev.
He a spry. Oh man.
We'll see. I mean, if he does, I'll be happy for him. But I don't know. You know, but the thing is, honestly, with your killers, it could be either way. He can come back and he can be beasting,
Hmm.
or he can come back and literally look like DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, we'll see.
So we shall see. But when I'm right, what else do we need to hit? I think we
I guess
no.
just the.
The NFL proposal with the extra game, the passion.
What do you think about that?
I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie. I really didn't research it.
It's a
Like
17th game. Oh, go ahead.
17th game, and then like they're gonna add another team into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. As a fan,
I mean,
I don't mind. Oh, this is it.
yeah.
Under the current CBA proposal that the NFL owners are pushing for, the playoff field will be expanded to 7 teams, while the regular season will be increased to 17 games per team, and the preseason shortened to 3 games per team.
So wait, They're adding only one team to the playoffs?
Yep, 7 teams from each conference, with only one bye per
Oh, 7 teams
conference.
from each conference. But then
Hmm.
how does that work? There's
I
Are there gonna be three teams that
two
don't have that
two
have buys?
only one. Only the number one seed gets a bye. So then it would be like the
Oh,
2-7, the 3-6, and the 4-5.
nah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
If I'm a player, I don't like that. Only the top seed gets a bye now.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Tom Brady got blessed.
6 games on a wild card. As a fan, I don't mind. The only thing that I really liked is that they said the Super Bowl would potentially be over President's Day weekend. That makes sense regardless, cause.
Yeah,
But as if I'm
having
a
that long weekend.
yeah, because most people call out, and it's like I read that Monday's the most unproductive Monday all year. Anyway,
I
work
believe
wise,
it.
but as a player, you should push for more. You should definitely push for more, other than more money, but just more long term. Like,
Yeah,
what
but
are they?
also like the the players, excuse me, they don't make that much money in the playoffs.
Hmm.
Like their contracts are based that they make almost all their money during the regular season. And during the playoffs, they're getting like I think like 15,000, something like that, maybe a little more per game. And for you to add another worthless game,
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, another game. Sorry, for you to add another game to the regular season, but then add an additional game to the playoffs as well.
Hmm.
That's a lot for you to just only take away one preseason game.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. That and
I mean, I don't know.
I was reading their health insurance is like a 5-year stretch post retirement. It's a 5-year window.
That's it.
Yeah. So like you should
Before
be
they got started,
yeah, before
they
you
should
gotta.
give them health insurance for life.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I meant by like yeah, you should be pushing for more stuff long term. Like I'm definitely with you
Yeah, they should have health. They should have health insurance for life.
because I'm looking. Who's this reporter? ESPN. What's it? Dan Graziano. Whatever
Mm-hmm.
is that he was like the players hope to be able to go back to the owners and continue negotiations, but one owner said in air quotes they won't. Take it or leave it. You know how they give it up.
Damn.
Yeah, they didn't vote. They look forward to meeting with the NFL management again next week. But that's that one owner said. We good.
Damn, they really just be giving it up like that.
Yeah. We said what we said.
Take what we give you.
Mm. You hate to see it. Hate it.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
Whew.
man.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that makes sense. Try to get more long term because that health insurance shit, especially with like the rise of CTE and those other shit, like they need as much. And the NFL is a fucking multi-billion-dollar
Windfall.
conglomerate. Like,
Billions.
yeah, you can take care of health insurance costs for that. Like, come on, chill out.
Yeah, because they said with the CBA rising, I mean the cap,
Yeah,
they're gonna make. I think it was 5 billion. I read extra.
yeah, and not every team, not every player makes that much money.
Yeah, most
So
don't.
you shouldn't be spending like you shouldn't be making all that money. Make sure you save all your money that you made playing in the league just
Mm,
to pay for health insurance and health costs after you retire. That's not what the purpose of it is. Purpose of it is for you to get ahead,
yeah.
set your family up and stuff like that. Not for you to go out there and play, have to scream your name and all that stuff, and then once you retire, no one cares about you and your body's falling apart and you ain't
Hmm.
got no money to pay to take care of that.
I fully
It doesn't
agree.
sound like a good trade off for me. All right, that is what I got for the passion.
Yeah,
Wilder and Fury, who you got?
I'm a casual. I got Wilder, but I can't give you any in depth.
I will give you my tiny in-depth analysis.
Please do. Lead us.
So, Wilder is actually they're both weighing. Well, Wilder's weighing the heaviest he's ever weighed in his career,
Hmm.
while Tyson Fury's the third heaviest he's ever weighed. I think Tyson Fury weighed in at 273,
Hmm.
as opposed to 254 he weighed in for their first fight. Wilder weighed in at 237, as opposed to 212 for their last fight,
231.
and 231.
Hmm.
And that was like abnormal. Like him weighing in at 212 last time was like abnormally like small for him because he's 6'8", 6'7".
Wilder?
Yeah,
After that, I
he
don't know.
weighed in at he's like 6'7", I think. But anyway, that's still like he was like abnormally like
Oh,
skinny for that fight. I think it said he had just came off the flu or some nonsense like that.
yeah, yeah, 6'7". Damn.
Yeah, but he walked. Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. Nigga was a
Wow.
set. It's about the equivalent of like Derrick Jones Jr. like
Damn, I didn't know they were that tall. Yeah, Wilder's
yeah.
6'9". I was just looking. But sorry, go ahead.
Tyson Fury, yeah. But yeah,
Yeah,
so like
Fury.
they're both coming in heavier.
Hmm.
So the real boxing analysts are saying that means that it's going to be a slugfest because they're trying to put weight on so that they can withstand all the blows and just lean on each other in the long rounds and all that stuff. So
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, obviously Deontay Wilder is stronger, but I feel like he lost the last fight. Like Tyson, outside of him like knocking down Tyson Fury at one time, Tyson Fury was like outboxing him. He was like lighting him up.
Okay.
So I feel like he lost. They made it a draw so that they could like try to, obviously have a second match, but a second bout. But I wouldn't be surprised if Deontay Wilder knocked him out. But also like his last two fights, he didn't really look impressive. Like he was losing on both cards before he knocked each fighter out in like the 7th round and like the 8th round. They were like later knockouts.
Uh-oh.
And
Hmm.
if he didn't knock him out, he would have lost. So it's like I'm not gonna say he won't knock him out, but I'm just saying like I wouldn't be surprised if like Tyson Fury won on like a unanimous decision just from outboxing him.
Okay. What do you think's gonna happen?
I'm gonna pray for the knockout. That's what I want to see.
Okay.
But the most shocking thing would be if Tyson Fury knocked out Deontay Wilder.
Mm.
That would be like, whoa, that would be nuts.
All right.
But I see Deontay Wilder winning by a knockout. I would say
6th round?
nah. It's gonna be later than that. Tyson Fury's skilled.
9th?
Yeah, I'm gonna go knockout in the 9th.
Okay.
Nah, 10th. Knockout in the 10th. You know what's crazy? This is mad random, but like they box 12 rounds now. Back in the days, championship fights used to box 15 rounds.
What?
Yeah, and Muhammad Ali's days and stuff. 15?
They didn't care about those people at all.
Yeah, I'm sure people were dying in the ring. They had less than that. He just died from exhaustion.
Yeah. Gosh, and then getting hit in your head because you can't, because you're exhausted,
Yeah,
and then
because you can't keep your hands up.
15 rounds is crazy.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody that well
each his own.
conditioned. Ain't nobody.
They millionaires, but I don't know if I'm willing to risk that, beloved.
Hell no. Damn.
All right, I think we've exhausted all of our topics.
Yeah. Yeah, for a bonus. Oh, you were right.
Woo!
Yeah.
Right on time. You see
Yeah.
that?
Yep.
Told you, man. I
Yeah.
got shit to do. All right, people. As always, thank you for the love, the support. We're gonna get more of these vids out here, so keep working on this. You can find the videos on YouTube, IGTV. Listen to the podcast, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Acast. Everywhere that podcasts are available, we are there on that platform. Make sure you check out the website, coolinoutpod.com. Again, that's coolinoutpod.com. There's no G in Coolin. COOLINOUTPOD.com. Yo, fuck that. We should make a video, a commercial, and that should be how we, I don't know. Cool.
Yeah, we should actually.
Anyway.
Yeah, we should.
it's
That's a yeah.
COOLIN. Anyway, thank you, people. As always, this is Coolin' Out.
Stay cool.